What's up, guys? Lucian Storm here with another quick boss guide. This time we're going to be doing the Dhorme Chimera in Coerthas. This in particular mob is for the Relic Reborn quest. After you meld your materia into whatever the weapon it is and trade it in. As you can see here, myself and the rest of the party, regardless, or except for the tank, basically run to the most southern portion of the battlefield. The tree at the most southern portion is a good marker for you to pretty much find the place you are. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this fight. You can stack on the tail of the Chimera or the hind leg and dodge the the tail swipe. Um, that's of course a method that will work. However, if you have a bard or two bards, it is much easier to actually silence the dragon's voice. So basically, what we do is we have the tank grab Chimera, bring him all the way back to the tree. Here, as you can see, Tyrant. Pulling him back to the tree here. Now, Tyrant is not that well geared, so this is very possible with a slightly lower geared group. With this strategy, you just need to make sure that you have the right members in the party. So basically what we have is we have Tyrant here tanking the main mob. Basically, he's going to do nothing but worry about threat. We have an off tank here, Paladin, who's going to be the stunner. Okay, basically what he's going to do is he's going to be shield bashing a specific move, and it is very, 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 very important that that member of the party is the only person stunning. That means no Ifrit, Eggy. Uh, the main tank shouldn't be stunning anything. It should just be the off tank. Now, if you're by any chance doing this with a warrior, the warrior is most likely better off being the main tank as the cooldown for their interrupt. So basically, he's got a few abilities here. For the tank to worry about, he's got Lion's Breath. Basically, it's just a frontal fire-based cone attack. Dragon's Breath, which is lightning. It does sweep to the left. It does have a red box. You can avoid it. Ram's Breath, same thing, but it goes to the right, and it's ice-based. And Lion's Voice is a frontal AoE attack as well. So he's got a couple voices. So basically, the voices are what need to be interrupted. In this in particular group that I'm in here with my AFC, the dragon's voice is being silenced by a bard. Okay, this is where the bards come into play. This allows us to actually spread out, which makes it much easier with the ice that you'll see here in a few minutes. The If you do not have a bard, you do not have a silence. The radius of the dragon's voice, the farther out you are, the more damage it does, and also it does inflict paralyze on you, and it is a very nasty paralyze. Your healers wouldn't be able to heal the tank, and generally it's going as long as I mean you could do Insuna, but it's just a lot more work for your healers, and keeping your healers happy is always a good thing. If you are lacking the silence, the stacking on the right rear leg is usually the easier method to do it, even if you're ranged. There is a small area near the boss in which you will not get hit by the AoE. Again, like I said before, it's the farther you are out, the more damage you're going to get inflicted with paralyze. Now, you're noticing now he's basically a red circle will pop in the ground. He'll target one raid member. He'll drop that ice patch there. The tanks, if you get if you have a lot of melee in the group, if it's melee heavy, be prepared as a tank to be pulling Chimera out of those ice patches. Um, Throughout the fight, there you're gonna notice that he does a tail swipe. Okay, you'll see the red animation in the rear, and he also does it's kind of to the side. Melee DPS just need to be aware of what's going on and react to it as soon as possible. Now also, when he gets lower health, he's gonna spawn orbs. The one is a large orb, the other is a small. The smaller orb is a little slower, but you have to run away from them. They will explode in time, but it will damage anybody that it hits. So spreading out is definitely a good thing. And again, it makes it much easier if you have a bard to silence that in particular dragon's voice. Okay. Now, Ram's voice. Ram's voice is a nice attack. This is what is going to be interrupted by the off tank. It needs to be interrupted. If that is not interrupted, it will practically, especially in phase 2, it'll be pretty much a wipe. So it's very, very important. It's like Ifrit with the eruptions near the end of the fight in the last phase. If you miss a stun, you could pretty much guarantee that you're going to lose some important pieces of your party and most likely have to wipe it up. Okay. He also has Ram's Keeper. Pretty much the same thing. In the last phase, you're going to notice his heads are going to glow. Each in particular move, whether it be Dragon's Voice or Ram's Voice, would be empowered even more, depending on which head is glowing there. And you'll see the crosshairs there. So an orb's going to come after me. I'm a baddie, so I'm going to stand there and suck it up, just like that. That in particular chorus is going to inflict a very bad paralyze on you and do a lot of damage. We kind of lose it a little bit here, but we end up killing him anyway, first shot. Hope this was some help, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and like, and please subscribe. Thank you.